I knew this was not a good place to be, and it was cultish. So I moved into town. I lived on top of a sort of fish and chip shop, or I think it was a cafe. No, I think it was a real estate agent. Great spot, really lovely, beautiful, right by the river. Absolutely beautiful. Place to myself. I went to a second-hand place, bought some antique furniture, nice big simple table, a couple of simple chairs. I had a mattress on the floor, bought a cheapish computer. Just had lots of space to myself. I guess Jodie and I had broken up. I think she had moved to the United Kingdom. Whoa. A van has broken down. Oh no, it's a DHL. It's like a delivery van. Oh, that could have been me, Bubba. They do not look after these things properly, you see. Oh, poor guy. Very stressful. And it would be his fault and he would have to pay for it. Terrible. I hope he gets home okay. Yeah, so I lived in Bellingen. I made lots of friends there. People I stayed in touch with for years. Really lovely, really lovely. I swam in the river, I saw the river, there was a flood, I saw what happens when there's a really big flood. I went surfing, spent a lot of time by myself, did the final subjects that I needed to, got reasonable marks from memory. I think I focused on project management or something. Something like that. It was practical. I wanted to do something practical because I was like, these other courses are crazy cakes. So yeah, that was really nice. And then I finished the degree. I didn't know what to do next necessarily. I had a feeling I wanted to leave Australia, which when you think about it is kind of crazy because it's a beautiful place. I grew up there, I knew people, I had connections. I went to a posh school, although I left that school, went to another school. So I think Jodie came back and she was like, oh, I think you should move to the United Kingdom because it's really great. I don't know if we'd totally broken up or I don't know. Anyway, she was a social worker, so it was easy for her to get work in the United Kingdom, well-paid work as well. And I thought, well, let's go for 6 months and then let's ride motorbikes from the United Kingdom to China, to Tibet. I really wanted to go to Tibet. I wanted to go just on an adventure, saved up some money. I thought about how great it would be to go on an adventure. And so I did a couple of motorbike training courses and stuff. I think that was in Australia, not in the United Kingdom. And I think I did a survival course as well, so you know how to survive, with little food and, if you get broken down in a snowstorm or something. So it meant that we would have gone through Europe and then through kind of the Middle East, through Central Asia. I really wanted to go to where the Mekong River starts, because I'd actually travelled quite a bit in Vietnam. See, I forget all these places and things I've seen. So when I said that it took me time to finish my undergraduate degree. Sometimes for 6 months I'd go to Asia, I'd work in the summer, save up money, and then go to Asia and travel. So I spent quite a lot of time in Vietnam, Cambodia and Laos. Which again were beautiful countries. I can't believe I'm so fortunate. I've seen so many beautiful places and done so many, and eaten great food and been on aeroplanes. I'm so fortunate. I'm so grateful. I used to, swim in the beaches of Vietnam and Cambodia and Thailand and eat food, amazing food, and just wow. Yeah, so I would then go back to Australia, do another 6 months or something in my course, and then take off again. How fortunate is that? I don't think you certainly can't do that in the United Kingdom. They're very strict about must finish in 3 years, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I've seen some crazy things. So in Cambodia, I saw my first dead person, kind of my very first murder, I guess, my first and only murder, which was a guy who had been shot in the head on his motorbike. I didn't know if he was, I don't know how it happened, but anyway, there was a guy, I was going out to the temples, out to Angkor Wat or whatever, and there was a guy on the road, which was sand. He had a hole in his head, and there was like blood from his head into the sand, which changed the colour of the sand. And also in Cambodia, when I went up into the north, I heard my first bullets. And a lot of illegal logging, huge trees that were so... Cambodia had just opened up, I think, from communist dictatorship. And there was still a lot of sort of the wars going on. And I heard, I heard gunfire, and it was so close that you could hear that sound. We all just met some random people, I don't know who they were, some Americans, some Canadians. Just at this little kind of bar restaurant thing made out of sticks and twigs. And some crazy people speeding in this rain. And we all just dived on the floor. And then I think I got out of there the next day. I think I was like, I don't want to be around this kind of stuff. A lot of prostitution, a lot of drug trafficking, a lot of strange stuff. It's a very strange place, Cambodia. I'll tell you the stories, but I shall tell you the stories about the things I saw in Cambodia. But but yeah, I've seen so many places. I've just lived. I've been free. I've had a lot of freedom, a lot of time by myself. I've spent a lot of time by myself, traveling myself. Yeah, I've done lots of things with people too, like stuff we did in Newcastle, activism, festivals. I did a lot of